Have you ever felt it? That tiny pinprick of annoyance that somehow manages to derail your entire morning. Maybe it was the driver who cut you off, the unexpected bill, or that critical comment that just stuck. We've all been there, haven't we? Those little moments, those ripples of frustration. But what about the bigger waves? The real storms that life inevitably hurls our way? The setbacks that shake us, the losses that leave us reeling, the criticisms that try to define us. It's so easy, so incredibly human to get swept away by it all, to let the turmoil outside churn up a matching tempest inside. You feel that sting, that heat rising, that urge to react, to defend, to crumble. But what if there was another way? A path not of suppressing what you feel, but of fundamentally shifting your relationship with what you feel. Imagine just for a moment moving through these very same challenges, these very same provocations with a sense of profound calm, an unshakable core. Picture yourself observing the chaos, the negativity, the pressure as if it were a passing storm on the horizon, visible, acknowledged but not drenching you. This isn't about becoming a robot, devoid of feeling. Oh no, it's about something far more powerful. It's about learning to act as if nothing bothers you. This idea, powerful and transformative, echoes the wisdom of thinkers like Napoleon Hill, who understood that the true battles, the ones that define our success and our peace, are fought and won within the landscape of our own minds. It's about mastering a kind of strategic indifference, a chosen emotional control that doesn't just help you weather life's storms, but allows you to harness their energy, turning what was meant to break you into a catalyst for your most profound growth. It starts with a realization that can feel like unlocking a hidden door. You can't always control what happens to you, can you? The world will keep spinning, people will keep being people, and challenges will keep arising. That's the nature of this journey we're all on. The traffic will still snarl, the rain will still fall, sometimes right on your meticulously planned picnic. The critics will still voice their opinions, sometimes loudly and unkindly. You can't build a fortress strong enough to keep all of life out, but what you can control, what is entirely within your dominion, is your response, your inner world, your decision about what you allow to take root inside you. Think about it. When someone throws a verbal dart your way, you don't have to catch it, do you? You don't have to internalize its sting. You can choose to let it fall, to observe it with a detached curiosity rather than an immediate painful identification. This acting as if isn't about pretending or being false. It's an active, conscious choice, a skill you cultivate. It's the first step toward reclaiming your power from the unpredictable currents of the external world. It's like an actor stepping into a role, the role of someone unshakable, someone centered. And the amazing thing about playing this role with conviction, eventually the lines blur. The act becomes your reality. You begin to embody that calm, that resilience, not as a performance, but as an authentic expression of your cultivated inner strength. This journey into mastering indifference, this path to genuine emotional control, fundamentally transforms life's inevitable storms from something to be feared and endured into potent opportunities. Opportunities for what, you ask? For incredible soul-stretching growth. Imagine a blacksmith forging steel. The fire is intense, the hammer blows are forceful, lesser materials would shatter, wouldn't they? But steel, through that very process of intense pressure and heat, is tempered, hardened, made stronger, more resilient. Life's challenges are that fire, that hammer, and your mind, your emotional state, is the material. By choosing non-reaction, by consciously deciding that the external chaos will not dictate your internal peace, you are in essence choosing to be forged, not broken. Let's talk about that choice of non-reaction, because it's a cornerstone of this untouchable state. It's not about being passive or a doormat, far from it. It's an incredibly active, powerful stance. When you're confronted with negativity, with provocation, with someone trying to push your buttons, the instinct, the deeply ingrained human instinct, is to push back, to justify, to argue, to get drawn into the drama. It's like a current pulling you under. But what happens when you simply don't engage on that level? What happens when you offer a calm, steady presence instead of a reactive outburst? Think of a time you witnessed someone remain utterly composed in the face of an attack. Wasn't there a strange power in their stillness? The aggressor's energy, expecting resistance, finds nothing to push against. It often dissipates like a wave crashing harmlessly against a vast, unyielding cliff face. Your non-reaction becomes a shield, not of armor, but of serene deflection. It conserves your precious energy that would otherwise be squandered in futile battles, improving points that often don't need proving to people who may not be willing to listen anyway. You preserve your peace, your focus. You're sending a silent, powerful message. Your storm will not become my storm. My inner state is not available for disturbance. This isn't about winning an argument. It's about winning your own peace of mind, which is a far greater victory. And as you practice this, you begin to notice something remarkable. You start to hear a different voice, a quieter, more reliable guide. This is your inner compass. For so long, many of us are tuned to the cacophony of external noise, the expectations of others, the relentless scroll of social media, the chorus of shoulds and should-nots. We seek validation out there, approval out there, our sense of self-worth often tethered to fleeting external circumstances. But when you consciously prioritize your inner compass over this external clamor, everything changes. This inner compass, your intuition, your core values, your authentic self, it's always there. It's just that its whisper is often drowned out by the shouting of the world. Learning to act as if nothing bothers you, choosing that non-reaction, creates the quiet space needed for that inner voice to become clear, to become your primary source of direction. You start making decisions based not on fear of judgment or the desire to please or the sting of criticism, but on what truly aligns with you. Imagine the freedom in that, the integrity. You begin to navigate life from a place of centered authenticity, and the opinions of others, while perhaps noted, no longer have the power to throw you off course. Their approval becomes a nice to have, not a need to have. Your sense of self becomes internally anchored, robust, and remarkably stable, regardless of the fluctuating opinions or events around you. This kind of mental resilience, this ability to remain centered, isn't something you're just born with or not. It's built. It's cultivated day by day through conscious practice. Think of it like training a muscle. You wouldn't expect to lift a heavy weight without consistent training, would you? The same applies to your mind, to your emotional fortitude. Each day presents countless small opportunities to practice. The long queue at the store, an opportunity for patience, not irritation. A critical email, an opportunity to respond thoughtfully or not at all, rather than reactively. A minor setback in your plans, an opportunity to practice adaptability and problem-solving from a place of calm. These aren't grand, dramatic confrontations, but they are the foundational training ground. Every time you consciously choose a calm response over an agitated one, every time you catch yourself before you spiral into negativity and gently guide your thoughts back to center, you are laying another brick in the fortress of your inner peace. It might be as simple as taking a deep breath before responding to a stressful situation, or consciously reframing a negative thought, or even just acknowledging an upsetting emotion without letting it dictate your actions. Yes, I feel annoyed right now, but I choose not to let this annoyance control my behavior or my day. These small, consistent efforts compound over time, building a deep well of mental and emotional strength. It's not about achieving perfection because you're human and you will feel. It's about progress, about consistently choosing the path of greater composure, greater awareness. And as you walk this path, as you diligently practice this art of chosen indifference and emotional regulation, something truly transformative begins to happen. You start to become, in a very real sense, untouchable. Now, this doesn't mean that challenging things will stop happening, or that you'll become immune to feeling pain or sadness. Those are part of the human experience, part of our capacity for empathy and connection. But untouchable in this context means that external events, people's opinions, or life's inevitable setbacks lose their power to deeply penetrate and destabilize your core being. They can no longer easily touch that innermost sanctuary of your peace. You develop an emotional buffer, a resilience that allows you to experience the full spectrum of life, the highs and the lows, without being perpetually thrown off balance by them. You can acknowledge the difficulty, feel the emotion, and still maintain your footing, your clarity, your ability to act constructively. It's like being a seasoned sailor who knows the sea can be wild, but trusts their skill and their vessel to navigate any weather. The waves might crash over the bow, but the ship stays its course. You are no longer a fragile vessel tossed about by every wave, but a sturdy ship capable of navigating even the roughest seas with a steady hand on the tiller, that tiller being your own conscious mind. This inner solidity is the hallmark of someone who has truly mastered the art of acting as if nothing bothers them, because increasingly, less and less truly can bother that deep, centered part of you. This state of being, this cultivated untouchability, propels you beyond mere survival. So many people are just trying to get through the day, to survive the next onslaught of stress, the next demand, the next crisis. But when you've built this inner resilience, when you've mastered your emotional responses, you move from a mindset of survival to one of thriving. Life's trials, which once seemed like insurmountable obstacles designed to break you, now appear as what they truly are. Opportunities to learn, to adapt, to strengthen your resolve, to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world. Think of a problem you faced in the past that felt overwhelming at the time. Looking back, can you see how navigating it, however imperfectly, taught you something valuable? How it perhaps revealed a strength you didn't know you possessed? When you approach new challenges with this inner calm, this learned indifference to the initial shock and fear, you unlock a higher level of creativity and problem-solving. Your mind isn't clouded by panic or defensiveness. Instead, it's clear, focused, and resourceful. You start to see pathways where before you only saw walls. You begin to engage with life's difficulties not as a victim, but as a curious and capable participant, eager to extract the wisdom and growth embedded within each experience. This is the shift from being reactive to life to becoming creatively interactive with life, thriving on the very experiences that once threatened to diminish you. And here's a fascinating consequence of this inner transformation. You begin to command respect, often without uttering a single defensive word. There's a quiet power, an undeniable presence that emanates from someone who is truly centered, who isn't easily rattled, who doesn't feel the need to constantly assert their worth or defend their position. Think about the people you deeply respect. Are they the loudest, the most reactive, the ones constantly embroiled in drama? Or are they often the ones who possess a certain calm assurance, who listen more than they speak, who respond with thoughtful consideration rather than knee-jerk agitation? When you no longer engage in petty squabbles, when you don't rise to every bait, when you meet criticism or provocation with dignified composure, you send a powerful unspoken message. It says, "I am secure enough in myself that your attempts to destabilize me are futile." It says, "My peace is more valuable than winning this pointless argument." This isn't about arrogance, it's about self-possession. People are naturally drawn to and respect those who appear to have mastered themselves. Your consistent calm becomes a testament to your inner strength, and that strength, that quiet command of your own being, naturally elicits respect from those around you. You don't need to demand it. Your way of being simply and profoundly invites it. It's the respect that comes not from intimidation, but from genuine admiration for your unwavering inner fortitude. Imagine walking into a tense meeting, others are agitated, voices are raised, but you enter with a calm demeanor. You listen, you respond thoughtfully, not defensively. Your very presence can subtly alter the energy of the room. You become an anchor point of stability. This is the power of choosing non-reaction, of prioritizing your inner compass. This is the outcome of diligently building that mental resilience. It's not just about feeling better yourself. It's about how your transformed state positively influences your interactions and your environment. This isn't a quick fix or a magic trick. It's a journey, a practice, a conscious and continuous turning towards your own inner strength. Learning to act as if nothing bothers you is the training ground. The acting is the discipline you impose upon your old reactive habits. And with persistence, with self-compassion for the moments you falter, that act gradually, beautifully transforms into your authentic way of being. The storms will still come, life will continue to present its challenges. That is the given. But you will meet them differently. You will meet them with a quiet confidence, an unshakable core that knows that while you cannot control the wind, you can adjust your sails. You become the eye of the storm, that point of stillness and clarity around which the chaos may swirl, but within which peace and perspective reside. You will not only survive life's trials, but you will thrive, you will grow, you will command respect through the quiet dignity of your self-mastery. You will become that person who, by their very presence, demonstrates that it is possible to navigate the complexities of life with grace, strength, and an unwavering inner peace. The power to cultivate this isn't out there somewhere. It's been within you all along, waiting for you to decide to unlock it. And it begins with that simple yet profoundly powerful choice: to act and then to become, as if nothing bothers you. Your most resilient, most powerful, most peaceful self is waiting.